Well, good afternoon. As we get into your local forecast, we had that rainfall, as I told you, that continues to move off from Lake Michigan, coming off again from going from east to west across the, off our region here. In fact, you can see it all the way up there by Madison and, of course, Sheboygan as well. Maybe up in Green Bay later on in the afternoon, but you can see some of that kind of picked up a little near portions of Prairie du Chien. They got some cloud cover out of that, but not much really hitting the ground or, in fact, even affecting anyone other than the cloud cover. High pressure continue to build as we roll right through today and into the from the morning all the way into the afternoon and into the evening hours. We've got another cold front coming in, but high pressure is going to build such that moisture coming up from the south for tomorrow or coming in from the east is going to get thwarted. We'll still see this cold front kind of slide through, and as it does, it's going to edge closer to us as we get into Wednesday and into Thursday. Highs for today, we are looking at least the 70s with some upper 60s mixed in there. 74 for Ladysmith. Eau Claire is going to have about 75 degrees. As you go further down south, in fact south of I-94, you're looking at temperatures mostly upper 60s to around the lower 70s in your forecast. So much cooler as high pressure is really much in charge well up to the north. We also go through today, you're going to be seeing at least partly cloudy skies. Clouds have been kind of funneling in from mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, but once we get into the evening, clouds will thin out. So folks that are out about celebrating their Cinco de Mayo, having fun on the patio, you're still holding on to some 60s, and earlier you'll be in the 70s from at least the 2 o'clock hour all the way into the 5 o'clock hour or so. As that continues to go on, we're also seeing high pressure build as we roll right into Wednesday. However, you've got that cold front that's going to be pushing by a little bit more so. That's going to edge up all the way into Canada as well with that warmer air trying to still hold on to us. But once we get into Wednesday, you can see a cold front's going to come by. You can see the winds changing on us as well as the colder air starts to come down. We also have warmer air trying to come up from the south as well, trying to push rainfall in. But high pressure, as I mentioned before, is going to knock it out, not to mention the colder air that comes out of Canada and drops our temperatures down as well as moves that colder air right back down to the south. And that'll carry over all the way to Thursday. And it'll take a while to build back up temperatures as we go into Friday and then into the weekend. We'll get much warmer. Heading out for Cinco de Mayo, as I mentioned before, 2 o'clock hour. Sunshine is going to be pretty nice from partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies and back to partly cloudy skies to finish. Finishing out your night tonight, you're looking at some mostly sunny, mostly clear skies to at least partly cloudy conditions. You'll see more of that sunshine up to the north because of high pressure, holding on to all that sunshine with temperatures in the 70s, as I mentioned before. 68 by at least the 8 o'clock hour, so it's pretty nice across the board. So what we've got going on today, temperatures are going to be at least seasonal to mild. We'll hold on to tomorrow to be one of the warmest days to start. We'll get up to the upper 70s for some of our warmest locations and also possibly into some 80s for some locations as well, especially up to the north once you get into areas by Ladysmith over to Eau Claire as well, and then getting closer to Black River Falls. We'll carry back down into Thursday. You can see Wednesday and Thursday, much cooler, dropping it down just a bit. Most temperatures on Wednesday will be mostly in the 70s. Then we'll go back into cooler conditions going into Thursday, but still above seasonal average, believe it or not. Temperatures will be on the rise gradually as we go through Friday with 74 degrees, bumping up to at least 77 degrees. And then we go into your weekend as we slide into Saturday, just the day before Mother's Day, you're looking at 77-degree heat returning back again. So that means more 80s will also be in the picture for us. Then we go back into the mild to at least warm conditions. So we hold on to some 70s and maybe a few 80s in the picture, but warming back up to near 80 degrees going into Monday. Get out and enjoy that.
Wow, really no complaints. Nobody should have any complaints for you this week, should they?
Hope not.
The office is closed. Take your sunshine, people.